and appreciation that Zee Connect is back with season 9. आप लोगों ने इस शो को इतना सराहा है कि मैं क्या कहूँ. Honestly, it feels like the first time all over again. But सिर्फ मुझे ऐसा लगे ये तो काफ़ी नहीं है. This season we plan to do something different on the show. Just like the name suggests, we want our viewers to connect with us. UAE is home to millions of us expats. बल्कि कुछ लोगों के लिए तो UAE is their only home. ऐसे में how do they preserve their identity? How does one remain connected to their culture? And most importantly, how are they able to impart this to the next generation? Well, जिस तरह बच्चन सर ने कहा था, परंपरा, प्रतिष्ठा, अनुशासन, वैसे ही ट्रेडिशन, हेरिटेज और कल्चर हमारे इस सेगमेंट को बनाएंगे. इसके साथ साथ we will also be sharing with you some of the popular foods of these ethnicities that you too can make in the comfort of your homes.
The purpose of International Day of Yoga is to bring this conscience that yoga is very good for everyone and people across the world. As Prime Minister has said, yoga for all for yoga. So if everyone can do yoga, the world will be a better place. We will have more peace, we will have more harmony, we will have more tolerance in the world.
तो दोस्तों, जब हम बंगाल के बारे में सोचते हैं तो हमारे दिमाग में पहले क्या आता है? Of course, the music, drama, fine arts, cinema, and of course the food. Well, it truly has always been the heartland of culture, right? लेकिन क्या होता है when the fish is out of water? To be able to carry one's passion for arts from the heartland of culture to the sands of Arabia is no mean feat. And in fact, not just that, but to be able to nurture it over the years. कुछ ही लोग कर पाते हैं ये, और इसी के लिए आज हम मिलने वाले हैं with Nivedita Saha, an artist from Oxford Brookes University and a wonderful host to several ethnic events, and of course, a true Bengali at heart. So Nivedita, welcome to Zee Connect. So nice to have you on our show.
Thank you.
And before I go on to anything else, ever since I've seen you, I've been absolutely in awe of how you look right now. Right from your beautiful sari that you're dressed up in, to those lovely jhumkas, your bindi, chalta firta Kolkata mere samne hai. And Nivedita, of course, we are going to be talking a lot about Bengal and आपका connection with Bengal. Look में तो दिख ही रहा है, but I want to, of course, know more. But before that, tell me a little bit about yourself and when did you come to the UAE?
So before coming to UAE, I've lived in Saudi Arabia. My background is basically advertising and filmmaking. I quit the advertising career and went to Saudi Arabia. I started an art school. After we moved to Dubai, I was told that it's going to be a little difficult to settle here. I will have difficulty fitting in. I think I was completely overwhelmed by the humility of this place. I think I met some of the most amazing people who gave me opportunities, towards artistic platforms, and helped me hone, whatever little talent I had. And yes, I continued my artistic journey here with the help of Sheikh Maktoum's elder daughter, Sheikh Latifa bin Maktoum. and she was my promoter here through her foundation, Tashkil.
So Nivedita, now that you're in the UAE and you have had such a great artistic background and a great artistic journey, now you must be connecting with a lot of like-minded people here, keeping the tradition of Bengal alive, I'm sure, because Bengal is so rich, as you rightly said, in so many different things, in festivals, celebrations, food. How do you do that? How have you really been able to sustain your identity in a foreign land?
For Bengalis, we just need a reason to celebrate. It is in my place that we started having poetry sessions, small little mini theatres, Bengali theatre. And of course, the food would be, food is a very, very huge part of the discussion whenever an event is to be planned. And of course, it would be between close, like-minded, artistic aficionados who would be interested in talking about poetry, doing recitals, which involved also the children and the teenagers, basically passing down the, the values to them that to keep basically the identity of the Bengalis, of our roots alive here. So we would go all the way, to right from planning the food to the dressing to coordinated, sets and everything, and we would do it right here. And in a much smaller scale, but gradually what was happening is more and more people from the community were getting to know about it, about what I was working with and the group of people that I was working with, of course. And yes, there's a lot of dance, a lot of music, specifically Rabindra Sangeet. As people got to know, they wanted to be more and more involved. So it went from 10 to 15 to 20 to now when I have an event, there are 300, 400 people in this house. Half the community is sometimes not Bengali. They are just interested in the music, they are interested in the dance, they are interested in the exchange of culture. So I think it has been a very, very interesting journey for all of us. A lot of learning, a lot of sharing. I cannot bring Bengal here, but I can at least create a mini Bengal.
Yes. I think it's wonderful, as you were mentioning that you're trying to bring a mini Bengal to this part of the world, and the people who have joined your groups are not, they may not have their roots from Bengal, but they're so interested in everything that you all do, right from food to cinema to theatre to paintings. Nivedita, I may not look like, but I really am a foodie, and being in this part of the world, Bengal for me has been always about the sweets. So I've always had a lot of Bengali sweets. I've loved them since childhood. But I'm sure there are a lot many dishes, many Bengali dishes, and I think you are a good cook as well. So tell me, what is the best thing that you love to cook and feed other people?
My favorite Bengali dish would be potole dorma, which is of course a vegetarian dish. It's a stuffed vegetable, and there is the great fish, which a Bengali cannot live without a single day. It's a staple diet of Bengal. So that's doi mach. It's basically fish. Mach is fish made with yogurt, and a very delicious sumptuous curry served with rice. So I think these two dishes would be my favorite to serve and to cook as well.
It's been lovely talking to you, Nivedita, and I'm sure, we can go on and on because there is so much of richness in the culture that we can keep talking about. But yeah, we'll keep that for a later date. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you very much. Pleasure's all mine.
With that, we go into a break, and on the other side, we will catch Shivankit Mehta display his culinary skills.
Hello people, I'm Shivankit, the F&B manager from Hichki. Today I'm going to take you to the old school Bengal, the culture, tradition of it, and present you something really, really spectacular, which is not forgotten, but very rarely made into Indian households. It's the doi mach. It is a signature Bengali preparation which is made out of yogurt and a very, very simple recipe which we are going to present in front of you very soon. You've got turmeric, which is haldi. You've got dhania powder, which is coriander. You've got a mix of garam masala, whole spices. You've got yogurt. You've got garam masala. You've got red chili powder. You've got some cumin, some coriander, whole leaves, onion. We can have a chopped version of it as well. Some mustard oil, and obviously the fish. You can choose either salmon, you can choose rohu, you can choose surmai. Fattier fish are better. घर से दूर हो तो salmon, hilsa, कोई भी fatty fish से ये डिश एकदम लाजवाब बन सकती है. हम इस बारी के लिए सुरमई ले रहे हैं बिकॉज ये फैटी फिश है और भात के साथ एकदम लाजवाब लगती है. बिगिन करने के लिए हम लोग फिश को जो मैरिनेट किया हुआ है आप 18 से 20 मिनट सीजन या मैरिनेट कर सकते हैं. टर्मरिक, सम सॉल्ट, सम रेड चिली, सम मस्टर्ड ऑयल एंड सम लेमन जूस. 15 से 20 मिनट मैरिनेट करते हुए मीनवाइल आप एक मसाला तैयार कर सकते हैं. मसाला बनाने के लिए विस्क और दही को विस्क करेंगे अनियन जूस के साथ और थोड़ा सा जिंजर और गार्लिक पेस्ट के साथ. गार्लिक चाहें तो आप डाल सकते हैं, चाहे तो आप एलिमिनेट भी कर सकते हैं, पर्सनल प्रेफरेंस पे होता है. कुछ सर्टेन पीपल डोंट प्रेफर गार्लिक एज सच. आप थोड़ा सा उसमें मस्टर्ड ऑयल डालेंगे. 2 teaspoonful is good. How do you know the fish is seared? You'll have a sizzling sound and there'll be a crust formation on both the sides. So take you like 5 minutes or 7 minutes maximum. Meanwhile the fish sears, we've got yogurt which is mixed with a bit of water and whisked, and onion juice and garlic juice into it to give that extreme flavor to the fish and mask the insensitive odors. जो fish का थोड़ा सा fishy smell होता है, जो seafood वाला smell होता है, वो थोड़ा चले जाता है इस acidic चीज़ों की और garlic की वजह से. अभी हमारा fish sear हो चुका है. We'll put it on the side. 15 से 20 मिनट मैरिनेट करते हुए मीनवाइल आप एक मसाला तैयार कर सकते हैं. सो मसाला बनाने के लिए आप थोड़ा सा मस्टर्ड ऑयल डालेंगे. आप थोड़ा सा क्यूमिन सीड्स डालेंगे. क्यूमिन को क्रैकल होने का वेट करेंगे. थोड़ा सा दालचीनी आपको बड़ा मिले. थोड़ा सा स्टार अनीस. दालचीनी को आप थोड़ा सा ब्रेक करके इसमें डाल सकते हैं. आप फिश को सियर करेंगे. सियर करने के बाद आप फिश को निकाल के रख देंगे, रेस्ट करने देंगे फिश का फैट. आप मसाला बनाने के लिए जैसा हमने बोला, जो हमने विस्क किया हुआ मिक्सचर रेडी रखा है उसको इसमें डाल के थोड़ी देर पकाएंगे. पकाने के बाद आप फिश को इसमें 15 to 18 मिनट्स के लिए सिमर करेंगे. और तैयार हो गई हमारी डोई माच. इसको एक होममेड स्टीम राइस, स्टीम चावल जिसको भात कहते हैं, उसके साथ खाइए विद जिंग ऑफ कोरिएंडर. प्लीज एंजॉय.
दिखने में इतना अच्छा है तो चखने में? Do try this at home and invite us over. Meanwhile, we go in for a break, and when we return, we will be talking about what every parent wants to know. Welcome back. Let us now meet Supriya Sahai, who will be talking to us about the different challenges every parent faces with children across all ages. Supriya, welcome to Zee Connect.
Hi Priya, thank you so much for having me here.
How are you doing today?
Not bad. So far, so good.
So Supriya, you are a working mother and you are a corporate coach and a trainer.
Yes.
तो आप exactly क्या करते हैं हमारी audience को बताइए.
I've been in the field of learning and development, that's corporate coaching and training for the past 7 years here in Dubai. And when I say I'm a coach, I am a co-active coach, which is certified by the American Association of Coaches. So it's a coaching federation and I am one of the members. We give a lot of importance to how the person is holistically and then create certain
life dreams that they can chase.
Today, we are going to be talking predominantly about challenges that parents face. I'm sure you have faced them too because you have 2 children. Right? And we are talking about children of that age group, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
How, in your opinion, should you actually bring about discipline in a child of that age? And how do you kind of mold their behavior as to how you want them to be?
The biggest challenge that I feel with this age up to the years of 3 is that you cannot speak to them. So discipline by language is a very, very tough thing.
Yeah.
And the more you try to speak and say something, the more they get adamant because what they want to do is what they want to do.
Yeah.
So I have used a lot of silence and being just relaxed in that moment, first of all. And after that, then what I do a lot of times is that instead of raising my tone a lot,
Yes.
which I did initially, but now the second time around, I isolate my daughter. So isolate is not that I just go and leave her entirely in a room
By
and I
herself.
shut. No. So what I do is that if she's like really crying for something that she wants in that moment, I just take her with me in a room and I just hold her if she's, throwing her hands and her feet and if she's screaming. So isolation, I think in terms of that, even if I'm a little distant and in a room away from the thing that she wants, really works because the first thing I ask her to do is just, I use a lot of hand gestures that, okay, let's calm down, let's relax. So a lot of hand gestures and just being relaxed and calm myself
Yeah.
and isolation
Yeah. Yeah.
from the object that she really wants in that moment.
Yeah.
And the other is sometimes when I'm outside and she wants something in the mall, she really throws herself on the floor. Over there, the discipline is very straightforward. I just pick her up and I take her back wherever we are. Maybe it's a hotel or back home. But I do not relent and give her what she wants in that moment.
Yeah. That's great. And one of the things you pointed out is the silent treatment that
Yes.
you give.
Yes.
It's not only to calm yourself down, but kind of put it across to the child that, we need to deal with this in a calmer
Yes.
manner because if they are throwing a tantrum,
Yes.
you can't be doing the same. And this is this is great because you get emotional and you raise your voice at them and they're not going to get it anyway.
Absolutely.
We have some mothers who have their opinions about on this topic as well. So let's go ahead and see what they have to say.
So what you do is you distract the child, start something and find a point where you can actually share and enact how they must be sharing with each other. So basically, don't let it reach a point it becomes, I must have it and I won't give it. So you're distracting them to another thing.
On the positive end, you can refer to them as being spirited. These children are very independent and they know what they want and they want to experience them. So that's why they are very insistent. The best way that you can handle these situations would be to give them options. So you can, and also in situations when children want something, you can always give them an option and then let them decide.
I would always suggest that, let children do what exactly that they want to do at that particular moment. After a little bit of time, then you can handle them according to your wish.
Alright, so ये थे सबके views and I'm sure आपने भी जो अपने opinions share किए हैं, आपके tips share किए हैं is going to benefit a lot of mothers from our audience. Well, we have a mother who has written to us. Her name is Diana Saldanha and she's from Dubai. Diana says that she has her 2-year-old twins who she keeps taking to play dates very often. And there's a challenge that she faces that ये उनके दोनों बच्चे अपने toys से बहुत ही attached रहते हैं and they don't want to share them with any other child, or even if they are like friends and they're playing together, but they just don't want to part with their toys even for a little while. How does she deal with that kind of behavior, which she wants them to be very more open and more friendly? How do you think we can help her out with this?
First of all, as a mother, we should not jump into a conclusion is something that I take as my first step. So irrespective of the child, don't jump into a conclusion that this child is right and this child is wrong. just take a step back and just allow that situation to unfold for at least, the next 30-40 seconds. Even if it's like crying, and even if they are, fighting about something and it's upsetting you.
Yeah.
Because the moment you jump and take someone's side, the person who feels left out will keep doing more of that behavior.
So Supriya, I think this has been a very, very, very informative session, and you've given us a lot of tips and a lot of ways in which children of that age group can be dealt, 2 to 3 years of age group. So thank you so much once again, and we are going to be meeting you again very, very soon for your valuable insights. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
My dear viewers, at the beginning of the show, I promised you that we will be different, and I hope we lived up to it. Do share with us your feedback, and also if you want your questions to be featured on the show. I will be back next week with more stories, more opinions, and more food.